Hello Aries, this is your weekly reading for the week of May 28th to June 3rd. I'm just going to have a quick look at the cards and see what kind of energy comes up for this week. We do have, if you're in the US, there is Memorial Day on Monday, so if you are working and you have a position that they're giving you a day off, then go ahead and enjoy that day off while you can. So let me just do a quick shuffle and see what it looks like for Aries, any messages that come through for Aries for the week of May 28th to June 3rd. Aries, and this is good for Aries sun sign, Aries moon, or Aries rising. Week of May 28th to June 3rd. So let's have a look what the week brings. It does look like there's quite a lot of people involved in your life this week. I feel like this could have something to do with possibly a work situation. I'm seeing the Three of Pentacles come up, so I feel like there could be maybe some kind of something going on in the workplace. I definitely want to see something is ending, something is coming to a conclusion regarding even a boss, or it could be a male or female boss, and it could have something to do with coworkers. I feel like you're kind of putting in a lot of energy, you have a lot of new ideas maybe, and you're trying to reach a higher level at the workplace, and I feel like for some reason this may not be actually the best position for you. This may not be the best place for you, and I feel something kind of coming to a conclusion here. This could be, it could be a termination actually. It could be a termination. I feel like the Three of Swords is kind of telling me there's some kind of emotional heartbreak, some kind of anguish, but that not all is lost in this situation. For example, I always see the Three of Swords as it is painful in the moment. It's a separation, but long term there's a healing that can take place. And I really do feel like if there is some termination happening, if you're employed and you have been looking for other work and you have been terminated, I feel like that there's a lot more options coming up here. I feel like the Seven of Cups is showing me that there's a lot more options on the horizon, a lot more opportunities that could be coming up. I don't necessarily see opportunities at this time, but I do see that moving forward, there's going to be some other options coming up. It's kind of like you have to make the decision. I feel, however, that this is going to be a clean break, and it's going to be actually long-term. It's going to be a healthier environment that you're getting yourself into, because the current work situation that I'm seeing regarding this is that there's too much rigidity, too many structures. There may have been a problem with communication, and I feel like whatever workplace this could be corporate, it could be a nonprofit, maybe it could be any other kind of work. Maybe you're working for yourself and the customers have been kind of nagging you. Maybe they've been a little bit more direct than they need to be. Maybe they're kind of miscommunicating or communicating in a way that's almost painful. I feel like there's some backstabbing going on, and I feel like this could also have been taking place in the workplace, that there's been somebody that's backstabbing somebody else, really. And I feel that this is going to be obviously painful if you find out, especially in the workplace, if there's gossip happening, especially if somebody has gotten to a higher position. I feel like maybe one of your coworkers maybe they got a raise, maybe they got promoted, maybe they're getting more money. for whatever reason, there could be some gossip happening regarding this situation, almost to the point that this could lead to a termination. This could actually be a good thing in the long run, because anytime that we're working in a place that you have backstabbing, I feel like jealousy almost. I feel like the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups on a good day is somebody that brings you flowers, and they're giving you some kind of emotional support. But on a bad day, they can be kind of backbiting. They can be, moody. They can be emotional. Any time that we're dealing with water energy, it's kind of fluctuating. Water goes in and out, and it can change forms easily. We can, if we think about water, we can go from a solid to a liquid to a gas, and it's the same. It's the same element. It's all water. And I feel like maybe there was some backbiting regarding this, and maybe the person that got promoted was, maybe a young individual, maybe they were fired, maybe they wanted to get higher up in the company. And this is what the Three of Pentacles is essentially showing me. They were one step above everybody else. They were kind of like in a higher position. But in the long run, it could be the boss, or it could be somebody else that was doing some gossiping and really just stabbing you in the back, literally, or stabbing somebody in the back, because I feel like there could be a termination here. Definitely a separation happening, some kind of an ending here. Tens representing really the ending of something, and really in the long run it would be much more positive to get out of this kind of energy, to get away from these kind of people that maybe they can't communicate well, maybe they're backbiting, backstabbing, maybe they're just not the right teammates or workmates to be working with at this time. It's not a place that I see some heavier energies here with the Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords. And really, I would say, if you have been terminated, then it's really, in the long run, it's going to be something better. You do have other options. This is sometimes a choice card, the Seven of Cups. It's sometimes also wishful thinking. You might be wishing that things are going to get better, but I don't think that things may necessarily get better unless you can get some of this kind of these people out of here. This could be upper management, this could be management, maybe this is a manager or assistant manager, maybe this is the gossiping backbiter, and maybe this is yourself also trying to make your way up in the company. So I definitely see that this is going to be a situation that is going to come to a conclusion. I also see, there are possibilities moving forward in the future. Definitely don't get into wishful thinking, wishing or hoping that things are going to get better here, because I don't see an improvement in the work situation right now, in this company or in this place that you're working, unless you can get some of these people out. So unless you can change up some of the people, you're not going to necessarily change the company politics, so to speak. And sometimes for this reason, it's kind of better to just move on. If you have been terminated, or if you've decided to leave on your own, or if you're actively looking for something else, it's going to be the right move in the future. If you can definitely get out of there and find something a little bit more healthy, more positive energy, then that would definitely be really the best situation, and get kind of out of this backbiting, backstabbing, kind of bickering, gossip kind of energy, because that kind of energy will weigh you down. It's heavy. It's not necessarily encouraging when you're around a lot of people that are gossiping, they're talking behind your back, they're jealous of you. Because really what we want to do is we want to encourage each other. We want to lift people up and make people feel better, essentially. So when we're in an environment where there's a lot of this going on, it's a very heavy energy, and it really takes a toll on us at the end of the day. So for Aries, I would say, for the week of May 28th to June 3rd, then this would be the energies that I'm currently reading. So I hope that helps, and let me know if you have any questions, comments below, and have a good week.